I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my report for you, Scorpio, for the week of April the 10th. All right, let's have a look at what's going on. There's a lot of retrograde at the moment. Right opposite your sign, we've got Mars. It's very passionate. This is the area of relationships and love and intimacy. And so it really ignites a passion in your life, not just with relationships, but or love relationships, but all relationships. But Mercury also is in this area. Mercury is a communication, thinking planet, and Mercury just went retrograde over this last weekend. So you want to be a little bit careful about your reactions to people, and you may have to tread carefully with some people, and try to get the facts of what's going on, which isn't always easy, particularly in this period at the start of this week when Mercury's just coming out of that, or just going into that retrograde. It's called the storm, so it can be a really sort of upset energy. Misunderstandings are easy, so you want to, just delve a little deeper, ask more questions if you're not sure, okay? Now, and particularly as right before your sign, early in this week, we have a full moon, and that full moon will also have Jupiter in this area, and Jupiter is retrograde. Now, this is an area of secrecy, and being Scorpio, I mean, you are the sign of secrecy, so things can get a little intense with the full moon. It can bring things up to a head, though, and with Jupiter retrograde, it sort of makes it more real. Okay, so try to work with that. What can come out of this whole scenario that's going on, because Venus is retrograde as well, and that's in a personal area of your chart. Come out of retrograde on the following weekend, and right at the same time, Sun and Uranus are going to conjunct. A powerful connection with these two, and that can upset or change or develop in some way your day-to-day planning. Okay, so in one sense, there's a lot of movement this week. We just had a square between Venus and Saturn, and the Sun and Pluto as well. So what sort of developed and came up over the last weekend, which may have been very enlightening to you, from someone or a few someones in your life, you can get more clarity about that this week, okay? But there's still that confusion. But certainly with the full moon and Jupiter retrograde in the sign before yours, that can really just help you get in touch with your own intuition, your own insights, and to get sort of that aha type moment that you go, okay, this is what I need to do, okay? And even if you can't put that plan into motion or into action right now, which may not be advisable with all this retrograde, you can certainly start to make some plans to do that, okay? And that's the great thing about April with the retrograde. You can feel like you're sort of having, going forward and pulling back, going forward and pulling back, but it does allow you to sort of think things through, get like long-term plans, and keep your feet on the ground. So that's the great thing there. And at the end of the week, when Venus does come out of retrograde in this area of your chart, while it's still in the fellow water sign Pisces, that's going to be really very, very nice, okay? And there's going to be some beautiful moments there. So if you felt like things were a bit sort of unsettled last week, they're going to start to come good, okay? So just work through it, and as the week goes on, it'll get better as the time goes on. But there is a necessity and an opportunity for you to get more realization, and that's the great thing. And it's like that's the hardest thing to come to terms with, like what do you want to do? How do you feel about things? And then you can make a decision. So I see a whole shift happening here for you. In the process of the shift, it can be unsettling, but you're going to come out on the right side. All right, so bear with this few days. And you know, as I said, with the Venus coming out of retrograde, that's going to be beautiful for you. All right, so love and luck to you. Here's my website. You can book a private session with me through there, jenniferangel.com, or you can just pick up your free daily scopes, okay? All right, so we'll see you next week. Bye for now.